1, 2, check mic. So, what are we talking about?
Hey, MDNIFTYTV.
Oh wow, hey MDNIFTYTV. Alright, come on. I'm drunk. I didn't drink it. I'm just drunk by the smell of hers.
Why are you trying to be annoying?
Just making sure you didn't put no alcohol in mine. I have to just double check. When you do your makeup, do you check your whole face?
When you do your makeup, do you check your whole face?
Don't do that.
Hey, MDNIFTYTV family.
Today we decided to talk to you about a little adult stuff.
Yes. So all the kids that are watching, please go to your room. Go to someone else's channel.
No, watch this. You need to know about. No, they need to watch it, babe.
Grab your glass of wine. Grab you a cup of tea. Today we'll be talking about sex after baby.
Talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about S.E. How does the song go? Oh,
You and me. You don't know the song?
No, I don't know the song. How it go?
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
This is a little awkward for us.
Oh, for this video, we didn't do no script. We just come to you live and direct.
This is unscripted. This is, we don't know what we're about to say. A lot of moms ask me, even singles ask, like, does it feel different? Is it different after the baby? We're gonna share our thoughts.
Okay, so let's talk about sex before.
Okay, let's talk about sex before.
Alright, so you start. Alright, so when we first got married, Dell wasn't seasoned in the game in these streets, right? She was definitely a green apple.
Whatever.
And although maybe my family is watching this and maybe they're not, I was not the most studied Bible scholar, let's say like that. I was out here in these streets. Even though we're making fun and we're joking, I always tell her that I would trade almost everything to like not have had some of those experiences, just to have had that beautiful experience with you. Yeah, that's just the apple juice talking. On our wedding day, how do you remember that going, like the wedding night?
Okay, so the only thing we knew about growing up, because I was so sheltered, was condoms. And you would hear now and then birth control from like other people that's talking.
Yeah.
So please talk to your young ladies, even in church. Like that doesn't make any sense. Like, talk about sex. I did my own research and decided to go to, before our wedding, go to the medical center to get birth control.
They just give those out like that? Like they don't, you don't have to have a parent with you or nothing like that? You can just get birth control?
I was grown. We were getting married. I was grown.
Yeah, but I mean, they should just over the counter get birth control? I thought you had somebody to get a prescription for it. Yeah, prescription birth control.
Yeah, so yeah, I had to go to the doctor.
Oh, you did all that? That's what I'm saying. I thought you just went to the doctor at Walgreens and was like, oh, let me get some of them purple ones.
Yo, like, this was the time I had my first pop smear.
I don't know what that is.
I don't even know how to explain it, but it's very painful. Everything is.
Does that turn you on when that's happening?
Not at all.
Y'all be in there getting off, son.
We just gonna get off. Yes, we're just gonna have an orgasm right now while you're doing a pop smear. Like, you're so gross. You gonna.
First of all, I'm not getting a male doctor to do that for me. But if a female doctor's down there doing her thing, you never know, son. Like, you know, I mean, it's just me and her in the room.
Okay.
I hate even talking about female and male parts. Like, I even hate the thought of having sex. I hate the thought about it. When I'm doing it, I like it, but it's like...
Why? You watch porn all the time.
Don't say that. Don't do that. Bro, I can't believe you just said that. I remember when I was in high school and somebody that used to hate anatomy class.
Oh, you don't like the thought of a penis going into a vagina?
Yeah, and the things that's like happening.
Okay, so
like,
you don't like the detail, the science.
So what was the thought when we were about to get it on? What was your first thought?
Extremely nervous.
Yeah? What were you thinking about?
Because I know Micah was like experienced, extremely experienced.
Don't say that. Don't do that.
I did a lot of Googling, watched a couple porns. I'm gonna admit that.
Really?
Yeah.
You that nervous?
I was very nervous. So
I'm kind of jealous that you had that. I wish I had that, bro.
Yeah.
I hate that. Like people gonna watch it. Some people are gonna watch this and say, "Oh, he a pastor's son." Some people are gonna watch this and be like, "Why he sound like that?"
Listen. Before we continue the video, this is the no judgment zone.
But I don't care. I'm a whole married baby.
Right.
I don't care. Like, people are gonna judge me for when I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Judge me when I do the wrong thing. They're gonna judge me regardless. Throughout our marriage, before Genesis, it was very experimental. We were like, I mean, we were doing it in public places. We were like crazy. I didn't really fear about you getting pregnant that much.
Yeah, which was so weird.
You wanted me to use a condom, and I was like, I'm not. As a married man, how you guys feel about condoms?
Bro, let me talk about.
We're not gonna go too deep about that.
As a married man, I shouldn't be using a condom on my wife.
So keep it 100 with you, bro. And if you married and you out here still have to use a condom, You might as well get a side piece, bro. Oh, I said it. I got married to have such a mom. How am I go from like being born out the womb and then go back in it? I'm trying to be all the way swimming. Like I'm not trying to be like in a fish tank. Like I'm not with that. So
well, lo and behold, we got pregnant.
and here's the story. We're gonna go through this very fast. Dell books a hotel in Manhattan, right? So we get there, whatever. We live in life. Dell brought out the chocolate. She had champagne.
Typical.
Lingerie.
Nothing special. It's our anniversary, our first anniversary.
Okay, you was doing the works. I mean, the scenery was beautiful. It was.
Oh, but Micah went on about the baby making playlist. You had a whole
Okay, on this whole thing, you and me only mentioned one thing, right? The playlist. But anyways, I run the playlist house. So I'm sorry for the Kelly's 12 play dream playlist. That's on me. The 10. That's on me. The R. Kelly. Oh, I can't see R. Kelly no more, right?
It's canceled.
Is this camera on me?
Yes.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
All I know is that we was doing our thing, right? She's put a blindfold on me, and then she said, "Yo, I got these cuffs. Handcuff my
They were
hand.
definitely wedding gifts.
Handcuff my hand in between the bed frame. So now I cannot move, right?
You're so lying.
She does her famous position, right? I'm not gonna go into it, right? And some people use condom, some people use the day after, some people use birth control. I use the old school Moses method.
Which is?
Part the Red Sea and exit yourself out the present out of the sea.
The Lord of hosts will do battle for us. Behold his mighty hand.
So,
How did that go for you?
but normally, when I part of the Red Sea, I can move my staff with me. I mean, my hand couldn't reach my staff. I couldn't get my staff from out of the sea, and then we had a baby.
Really, Micah?
Keeping it 100 with you, bro. But let's talk about during pregnancy. That is when you got more sexual than before.
Yo.
And I felt like I didn't want to hit the baby.
I'm showing him articles like, bro, you are not going to hurt the baby. There's no way that.
Oh, I know. After seeing that baby, a whole baby come out of there. So I believe. But go ahead. You ain't never gonna hit me again ever in my life. Oh, I'm doing work, huh? Nah. I know a whole baby came out of there. I know I ain't doing nothing.
Really, Micah?
Fact. All that morning noise women be doing when they having sex, they be lying. Oh, baby could come out of there? Please. Please.
We knew we were pregnant, but we were still doing it. This was the fun part. He didn't have to get the Red Sea and part the Red Sea and do the whole staff.
It's called the Moses method.
The Moses method. So he didn't have to do all that. So he had fun with that. He's like, you're already pregnant, bro. I can enjoy them.
What I do? Y'all know that I would never act like I'm having a seizure. I was thinking the whole time I'm gonna hurt the baby, I'm gonna hurt the baby, I'm gonna hurt the baby. So no matter how good it felt, you enjoyed it more than I did.
Like we were having sex a lot before. And then during pregnancies, like I was always having to beg for it. I guess,
because
I
once
guess
again,
now
I'm
because
just
you're thinking.
I'm in my mind. I'm like, bro, I don't want to hurt the baby. I don't want to hurt the baby. And I feel like not even only hurting the baby. I don't want to cause something to cause a miscarriage. It was a lot to deal with in my mind. Well, that's just not because of the baby.
See, and that's
because
why
of me.
you need to communicate as couples. Because I'm here feeling unattractive.
I think when women have sex when they're pregnant, it helps them to remain or keep that sex appeal in their
Yes,
mind.
do it. Husbands do it. They're going through so many hormonal changes. I put emotions aside, get off Google, and just do it.
All right, so fast forward. Oh, so now we have the baby. After watching you push the baby out of your thing, once again, you already know how squeamish I am. That just made me feel even more crazier about sex.
And I knew that.
A whole entire baby was coming out of you.
Bro, I said I didn't want you to look.
I had to though.
I know, I didn't want him to look.
And even though me saying that, all that stuff, bruh, week number 3, I was like, bruh, I need to get what I gotta get, bruh. Like, I gotta get off.
Week 1, week 2, Micah wasn't trying to have sex at all. And basically, sometimes you don't even have time for that
You be
because
so tired.
a whole newborn and trying to figure out your schedule and the whole breastfeeding thing.
And work.
Week 3, Micah was like, is it time yet?
I was like, what's good?
The doctor says 6 weeks. Week 4, Micah's like, you good now.
Let me tell you something. In biblical days, you know what I'm saying, they did things based on how the instructions from God. They didn't have no doctor telling them whatever. It was just straight like.
I wanted to wait the 6 weeks, but Michael, week 4, he was like, let's go.
If Abraham didn't listen to what God told him, I'm just keeping it. Okay, talk, because I know people real with you. I think literally on the 31st day, I arose again.
I was like, yo, you have to ease into it.
Yeah, we did do it pretty smooth.
Yeah, and he was very, you know.
Because normally, like, I'm not going to say I was David in the lion's den, protecting myself from the Samaritans. See, the thing she's talking about, I'm not spiritual, and we're not trying to bring up spiritual things to like.
You bring up foolishness, Micah. But how did you feel?
Like I was just feeding for sex. I don't really remember. But how did you feel?
Micah doesn't do foreplay, but like.
I'm good at foreplay, just not below foreplay. Let's keep it 100. Because I know people think, oh, he don't even kiss you on the neck. Damn, son, that nigga just gonna go in like that.
He didn't touch down there at all.
You definitely was their part though. You definitely was their part.
What the hell's that?
Or Dasani.
During pregnancy, you don't need foreplay because juices are flowing. After pregnancy, forget it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Bro, like the car already be running. You just go in the car and just go.
Don't mean you shouldn't rev the engine and warm it up.
You can't rev the engine in the wintertime. You
Warm
gotta
it
just
up.
go in.
No, you don't just go. You warm up the engine. You turn on the car and let it warm up.
I'm like, damn, you was in here watching
Nothing.
Didn't want y'all to know her categories.
What? What's the category you speak of?
I know she gonna edit all of this out, so.
Damn right. I know a lot of women have this question. Did it still feel tight, a little loose? Did it feel different?
Only thing I said
after
pregnancy. I can't remember because in my mind I was trying to be gentle, so I don't know if I were to go like regular how it would be, like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so how did the vagina feel?
It wasn't.
Did it feel like before baby?
No.
Okay, so that's what a lot of women want to know.
It's still tight, but it's not as tight from before baby.
Okay.
Contrary to what men think, or men probably know this. I'm probably the only one.
No, men don't know.
Yeah, it does snatch back. But after the baby was born, I was like, maybe I'm not doing nothing because she's had a baby.
Oh, wow.
You know, her baby came out of there, so maybe she's just obliging me, letting me think I'm doing something. You know what I'm saying? Did it feel just as hard? Does it feel like it was tighter?
I felt a difference, but I don't know if it was mental. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. You can't. It's like hard to judge that because it's like that time is like
I felt
in your
a
mind.
difference. It's more like easier for me to get in the mood. It's been the same for me. It's just like I'm wondering in my head, like, does it feel different to him?
But honestly though, like I feel like now after like, you know, Genesis is like 3, and it's gone back to like how it was when we were like just first married. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like
Don't worry about it, guys. The woman's body is the most beautiful and amazing thing. Where it's
Men body too, bro. What? Sexist?
y'all not doing nothing.
Yeah, that's why niggas. That's why we go to the gym, so y'all could be like.
Which woman is doing if you're having sex with somebody that goes then you need to not have sex with that person. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, what else is there to talk about?
How long did it take you guys
To have intercourse after the baby.
After the baby,
Yeah.
and was it awkward for you while she was pregnant? Maybe put a little hint of the story of how you guys first had your first child or whatever. You alright? Okay, a little gassy. That's what we wanted to talk about today, about sex before, during,
I hope we
and
covered
after pregnancy.
I hope we covered enough.
If you guys have more questions below, leave it. If needed, we'll do another part 2.
Yeah.
Maybe have another couple, like a little bit more in depth.
Details,
Yeah.
cause we just talking about it freely, so we
Yeah, and she's drunk, so she's not really thinking too well.
I am not drunk. Who's gonna get drunk off apple juice right now?
Hold on, guys.
No.
This is what Dell is drinking right now. So,
This looks nothing like that.
it's actually tequila.
This is apple juice.
100%. You see that right there, son? 100%, bro. And she put like a 2 cup of apple juice in there, 2 teaspoons, just to change the color. I know how you did that.
Whatever, end the video.
Alright guys, so thank you for watching and
Remember to subscribe,
leave a comment below.
like the video because it really helps us out.
Yeah, and see you guys in the next video, I guess.
Bye.
Deuces.